You know, they always say that scars are ugly, something to hide, something to be ashamed of. But I'll let you in on a little secret. Scars are power. They're proof you've been through the fire and made it out alive. People don't fear those who have never faced pain. No, they fear the ones who've been to hell and back, because damaged people, oh, they're dangerous. Why? Because they've already lost. They've already hit rock bottom. When you've been shattered into pieces, when the world has chewed you up and spat you out, you stop playing by their rules. You learn to survive. And that makes you unstoppable. Think about it. What does a man who has nothing left to lose fear? Not failure, not pain, not rejection. He's already seen the worst life has to offer, and it didn't kill him. The broken ones don't sit around waiting for someone to save them. No, they save themselves. They rise from the ashes, sharper, tougher, and colder than before. And the world? It doesn't know what to do with someone who won't break again. Damaged people don't beg for kindness, they don't seek approval, and they sure as hell don't wait for permission. They take. They create. They destroy if they must. Because they know something most people don't. When you've survived the worst, nothing else can stop you. You think being damaged makes you weak? No, it makes you dangerous. And the world? Oh, the world fears those who've survived the storm because they know you'll survive it again. Look at you. You're walking through life carrying your pain like a badge, letting it weigh you down, letting it control you. You tell yourself it's not your fault after all. The world hurt you, right? People lied to you, betrayed you, broke you. But here's the truth, and you're not going to like it. It's not the world that's holding you back. It's you. Yes, you. You're letting your pain define you like it's some kind of name tag you can't take off. You keep reliving the same moments, replaying the same scenes in your head, like somehow that will make it better. But all it's doing is keeping you stuck. Stuck in the past. Stuck in a loop of why me? And what if? Your anger? It's eating you alive? Your sadness? It's drowning you. And your fear? It's building walls so high you can't see over them. You've become a prisoner of your own emotions, locked in a cage you've built brick by brick. And the worst part? You don't even realize it. You want someone to blame, someone to fix it, someone to make the pain go away. But let me tell you something the world won't. Nobody's coming. Nobody cares about your tears. Nobody hears your screams. They're too busy fighting their own battles, carrying their own scars. And here's where it gets even darker. You're wasting the most powerful thing you have. That pain you hate so much, that sadness you're running from. It's not just a burden, it's fuel. But instead of using it to climb higher, you're letting it drag you deeper into the mud. You're like a king who's forgotten his crown, sitting in the dirt when you could be standing tall. So, what's the problem? The problem is you're fighting against your pain instead of fighting with it. You're letting it control you instead of controlling it. And until you face that, until you decide to take back the power you've handed over, you'll stay exactly where you are, broken, bitter, and bound. And let me tell you this, the world doesn't pity the broken, it steps on them. So what's it going to be? Stay stuck or take back control? Let me ask you something, what exactly are you waiting for? An apology? A savior? A miracle? You sit there wallowing in your pain, pretending you're helpless, like the world owes you something. But here's the cold, hard truth, it doesn't. The world owes you nothing. Look at yourself letting your sadness define you, your anger consume you, your fear paralyze you. You've convinced yourself that you're powerless, that the universe has conspired to make you its victim. But let me tell you something, nobody cares about your excuses. Nobody cares about your sob stories. You can scream into the void all you want, but all you'll hear back is silence. You think you're the only one who's suffered? The only one who's been betrayed, abandoned, broken? Wake up. Everyone has scars. Everyone has demons. The difference is, some people let those demons rule them, while others grab them by the throat and make them work. So, which one are you? You cry about how life's unfair, but fairness is a lie. You complain that no one understands you, but understanding won't fix your broken pieces. The truth is, you don't want to heal, you want someone to do it for you. But guess what? That's never going to happen. You've got a choice to make right here, right now. Are you going to keep playing the victim, whining about how hard life is? Or are you going to stand up and fight back? Oh, you think it's not that simple, that you're different, that your pain is special. It's not. Pain is universal, but strength is earned. And you, sitting there, clinging to your misery like a lifeline, are wasting every ounce of it. You think the world owes you compassion? It doesn't. The world bows to strength, to control, to those who refuse to be beaten. So what's it going to be? Stay in the shadows, hiding behind your excuses, or step into the light and prove to everyone no. Prove to yourself that you're not just some broken shell of a person. Helpless, no. Weak, only if you choose to be. Stand up, fight, and stop pretending you don't have the power to win. All right, let's get one thing straight. Your pain isn't your enemy. It's not the monster in the dark or the weight holding you down. No, your pain is a tool, a weapon. And if you learn to use it, nothing in this world can stop you. The first step: stop running from it. Stop hiding. Face it. Look it in the eye and acknowledge it for what it is, a reminder that you've survived. Pain doesn't come to destroy you, it comes to shape you. Every scar, every heartbreak, every failure, it's all part of the forge, the fire that molds you into something stronger. But here's the catch: fire can only make you stronger if you stop fighting it. Embrace the heat. Let it burn away your weakness, your doubt, your fear. Because on the other side of that pain is power, the kind of power you can't fake, the kind that can't be taken away. You've been trying to control the chaos by silencing it, by ignoring it. That doesn't work. Chaos isn't meant to be silenced. It's meant to be mastered. Take your anger, it's not a curse, it's fuel. Take your sadness, it's not a burden, it's clarity. Take your fear, it's not a chain, it's a blade. But mastering pain doesn't mean letting it consume you. It means channeling it, focusing it. Picture this: every time you feel that anger bubbling up, instead of lashing out, you use it to drive you forward. Every time sadness creeps in, instead of letting it drown you, you let it sharpen your resolve. The world isn't going to hand you power, it's something you have to take. And you take it by controlling what's inside you. When you master your emotions, they stop controlling you. That's when the real transformation happens. That's when you stop being a victim and become a force to be reckoned with. So the solution is simple: stop running. Stop hiding. Face your pain. Own it. Master it. Because the moment you do, the world won't see you as broken anymore. They'll see you as untouchable. And that's when you win. Now, close your eyes for a moment. Picture the version of you that the world doesn't see yet, the one that's not afraid, not held back by doubt or pain. Picture a version of yourself who's taken every hit, every scar, and turned them into armor. A version of you who doesn't just survive but thrives. That version of you isn't a fantasy. It's real. It's waiting. You see, pain has a way of breaking people, but it also has a way of forging them. The fire that burns you can also temper you. Think of it like this: every tear, every scream, every sleepless night, they're not signs of weakness. They're bricks, and with every brick, you're building something stronger, something unshakable. Imagine standing tall, your head high, no longer haunted by the past, but fueled by it. Every time someone underestimates you, every time life throws another curveball, you smile, not because it's easy, but because you've already survived worse. You're no longer the person who breaks. You're the person who breaks the mold. Feel that fire inside you? That's your strength. It's been there all along, waiting for you to use it. The world wants you to believe you're too broken to rise, but they're wrong. The cracks in you aren't flaws, they're battle scars. Proof that you've faced the worst and come out alive. So stand up. Be bold. Let them see the version of you that doesn't back down. Because once you realize that nothing can break you, you'll become unstoppable. And that, my friend, is when the world starts fearing you, not for your pain, but for your power. And now we're here, the moment where you decide who you're going to be. Will you stay in the shadows, hiding from the fire inside you? Or will you step into the light and let the world see what you've become? Let me tell you something most people never understand. The world doesn't reward those who wait. It doesn't hand out trophies for surviving. No, the world bows to those who take control, those who use their pain as fuel, their anger as fire, and their fear as focus. The broken don't stay broken forever. The ones who rise, who refuse to stay down, they don't just survive, they conquer. And that's what you're going to do. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now, right now. Take a deep breath. Feel the chaos inside you, the anger, the sadness, the fear. Stop trying to fight it. Instead, pull it close. Own it. Because once you control what's inside, you control everything outside. The world watching you rise, stronger than anyone thought you could be. Picture their disbelief as you take everything they said you couldn't have. Imagine their fear when they realize they can't stop you. That's your future. That's your power.